Welcome to Maurine's meditation page. These meditations are offered free in service to the divine. If you're interested in working with Maurine, learn more at headtoyourheart.com. So I invite you to settle in. Let yourself get more comfortable. And you can either put your hand on your heart or imagine that you've put your hand on your heart, because I want you to start to breathe into your heart. You can even pat your heart if that feels good. And this is just to start off our Sunday, not in our heads and not being trapped in the body, but tapping into the vastness of your beautiful heart. Breathe. Imagine your breath going in and out of your heart. And by focusing on your heart and breathing in and out of your heart, this activates the intelligence and the consciousness of your heart. It connects you to it. So it brings us to another state. And as you settle into your heart, sorry, I'm trying to mess with this thing. Give up. As you settle into your heart, just recall the last time you remember feeling especially grateful. And it might have been to a person. It might have been a random act of kindness. Might have been just a happy thing that happened. So just tap in and remember the last time you felt really grateful. And let that deepen your experience in your heart even more. Plant that memory in your heart and relive it. Feel the reverberations of that positive memory and how it radiates into your body, harmonizing you, dropping you deeper. Letting yourself be taken on a journey today. I want you to engage your imagination. Go to a special place, a beautiful place in nature. It might be a forest, or a meadow, or a garden. You can experience the temperature and the time of day. But as you let yourself drop into this beautiful place, begin to walk toward a clearing. Begin to notice that it's a beautiful winter's eve. You're comfortable, even if it might be crisp, but the moon is bright. The sky is clear. You can begin to see the glittering stars are twinkling, a blessing just for you as you make your way to that clearing. You begin to get a sense that you are connected to this place. You are connected with everything. that there is a relationship between you and the earth, you and the stars. And take a moment to connect with the stars looking down on you and actively open and receive their blessings. For you are loved. You are being watched over. As you receive this blessing, it prepares you for a sacred experience, a ritualistic experience that you're coming upon. You're coming into a clearing, and ahead you see a lovely bonfire that awaits you just ahead. A circle of seating stones surrounds it, and you are drawn to this sacred fire. And it is a fire fueled by limitless love. This is the Christmas fire, the solstice hearth. It is ancient. And again, it is fueled by limitless love. As you approach, you come into the circle, and you reach down to your right and you pick something up. This is something that is waiting for you. It's been given to you to toss something into the fire. It may be a small branch, pine cone, or a handful of something. It's got something to do with that blessing and that connection to the stars. So bring your hand to your heart and think back through your life. And remember important people in this lifetime who have in some significant way contributed to your life. It could be ancestors. It could be fictional heroes. It could be your guides. It can include your loved ones, past and present, beloved pets. You can even call in future souls who you hope to attract into your life. Holding this special offering, remembering these souls who have added value to your life. Now to officially invite these souls as honored guests into your sacred circle. Toss what you have in your hand into the fire of unconditional love. See the sparks, the color, and the magic as the love calls in with your gratitude, one by one, the special people that you would like to join you around the fire. One by one, they file in to complete the circle of your winter fire. Now begins the ritual with all of the important souls that you have entwined with. Gather with them. You're all around this warm, blazing, magical winter fire, and invite your guests along with you to collectively come into your hearts. You may imagine holding hands with them in that circle or some other way of connecting. So let's do that now. Come into your heart. There's a connection between you and your hearts, all of your hearts in the fire, living and breathing, generating more love, feeling the warmth of the fire. So just imagine all of your guests being in their hearts along with you. Soak in the love at this bonfire. The ones that have shown up for a reason. Something that you need to be reminded of, to be grateful for, to empower you, to add something to you now that maybe you've forgotten. So just take some time and go around the fire circle and take in everyone there. We're going to go around the fire circle to each one and acknowledge them one by one. What it is that you are grateful for that they gave you. How they have added value, made you the person that you are in some small or big way. So turn to your left and let your heart gaze into your significant person. And think of at least one thing they added to your life and thank them for what they gave you. See how what they did built you up and helped you to become even better than before. See the good this person brought into your life and just focus on the good. Focus on appreciation, and I'll give you time now to go around the fire, starting at your left and then go on to each person one by one. couple of more minutes. So as you complete hearing what your honored guests had to say to you, just take that in. And when you're done, now just check in and see if any of your significant persons wants to make a declaration to honor what you gave them. Maybe you gave them the gift of letting them give to you. Or maybe they'll surprise you with something you were not aware that you gave to them. I'll give you some time now for that. So take that in, having been acknowledged. And just letting your heart shine that gratitude out. This deep, meaningful connection. It goes beyond your human experience. This reaches out into the net. These are important fibers that add value to the bigger picture. And you have played a significant part, as all of these honored people in your life. This is important work. So breathe into that And at the end, as we begin to approach completing our experience here at your winter bonfire, begin to say goodbye to each one as they file out one by one. Exchange goodbyes, whatever you need to, whatever communication that needs to happen between the two. Notice as they're leaving, is there any one of them who wants to actually hand off to you a gift or impart something more that has not been shared as they leave? You're filing out one by one, saying your goodbyes, and you find yourself now alone in the beauty of this winter night at your fire. And now is the time to do your personal work. We have been for a long time in a paradigm at this age, and we are opening up to something new. So it's almost as if you're turning to your life before and what needs to go. What is no longer serving you? What's an old belief that you actively participated in? It may have been even an unconscious belief. But what is old and worn out that needs to be offered into the fire to make way for unconditional love? What is holding you back from full-blown unconditional love to be that clear vessel? So whatever it is, whatever you've clung to in the past, it had a reason to be there before, but maybe you're ready to retire it. So reach in and find that, and with love, not with wishing it had never been there or feeling bad that you ever had it. No, this is honoring. It had a reason, but it's just had its time, and it's ready to be released. So I want you to reach into your previous life, the life up until now, and I want you to take out any animosities or anything that has been blocking, that will block your future evolution. And we're going to offer it over into the fire. Toss in anything that you want to release. And as you're doing that, the chant that you can say to yourself is, this is for the solstice: the longest night, the wheel is turning. What will you give to the fire? The longest night, the wheel is turning. What will you give to the fire? offering, retiring this to unconditional love. And now, the opposite. Going to do you your life? And so conjure that up. The longest night, the wheel is turning. What does fire give to your life? What do you want to ignite in your life? That magic fire, you manifest that. You can say the chant, the longest night, the wheel is turning. What does fire give to your life? Fire is sacred and it holds, it helps you create and sanctify what is ready to come into your life. So when you are complete with this, just raise a hand so that I know you're complete, so you can all take your time. Thanks. 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 Thank you. Thank you. Really just taking in the last moments there at this sacred fire where you've done this meaningful ritual. Being aware of what you have intentionally released, what your intention is to retire. Whatever you have let go of makes room in you for more of that fire, which is unconditional love. And what in the world do we want to release? What in the world do we want to call in? So just leaving you with that. Because as we begin to conclude our Christmas fire meditation, we're going to come out and we're all going to do the chant together. Just take your time, say goodbye to your sacred fire. Began the short walk back from that fire circle, feeling the blessing of the stars. Come back, walking over into that threshold, which brings you back into Sunday morning. To come back for a collective ritual for the solstice that we can do together.
Thank you for joining in on these free meditations. If you're interested in working with Maurine privately, learn more at headtoyourheart.com.